Hey guys, welcome back. So in the last video we learned what is stack and why do we need it. Hope you have understood that concept. Now in this video let's see what are the common operations that can be performed on a given stack. So basically these are the 7 operations that can be performed. That is, first we can create a stack, we can push some elements in a stack, we can take out some element from a stack, we do a peek, check for if the stack is empty or is it full, and finally we can delete the stack. So let's start seeing all these operations one by one. Now before we learn the operations of stack, we need to understand one thing, that a stack can be implemented in two ways, that is using an array or using a linked list. Now depending on the implementation, there can be very small variations in the operations that can be performed. But again, the core logic will be same, but there will be little difference in implementation. Now let's quickly see what are the pros and cons of implementing a stack using an array and a linked list, and then we'll dive into understanding the operations of the stack. So when we are implementing it using an array, the biggest advantage is that it is very easy to implement. But again, the problem with array is that the stack will be fixed in size. You cannot increase or decrease it. Or in case if you want to increase or decrease it, it will unnecessarily take lot more time complexity. Now to counter that problem, we have linked list implementation, whereby the size is variable. So we can increase or decrease the size of the stack depending on our need, which we could not do in case of an array. However, the con of implementation with a linked list is the implementation becomes comparatively moderate than an array, which was extremely easy to implement. Fine. So I hope you have understood the two types of implementation that is possible for a stack and the advantage and disadvantage of both the implementation. Now what we'll do is, we will first understand all the operations using an array, then we'll again understand the same operation using a linked list. As we already told, that implementation wise there will be very slight difference in both of them, so we'll see that as we progress with the course. So the first operation is creation of a stack. When we are creating a stack, we first take the size of the stack from the user and then we create a blank array of the same size. Also we initialize a variable called top of a stack and we make it -1. Now what is this variable top of stack? It basically keeps a track of the last element in the stack. So after this operation, this is how our stack will look like, which is basically a blank array. Now if we see the time and space complexity of this algorithm, time complexity is order of 1 because we are doing some constant operations. Space complexity is order of n because we are initializing a blank array with the size n. So right now we have a blank stack, that is, there is no element in the stack. So the first operation that we can do is, we can push some elements in the stack. When we say the word push, we basically mean insert. So in the world of stack, we call it as push. Similarly, when we are removing an element from a stack, we call it as pop. We don't call it as remove. So when we are pushing an element in the stack, we take the value that needs to be pushed in. First we check if the stack is already full, then we don't have anything to do. We simply return an error message saying that stack is full and nothing can be done. In case if the stack is not full, then we insert a value at the top of the array and then we increase the top of stack variable with 1 unit. So right now this stack is empty and top of stack's value right now is -1. So let's say if I insert number 10 in the stack, it will be placed over here and top of stack ++, so this will become 0 right now. That is, the top of the stack is at 0 unit right now. Then let's say if we insert another 20 in here, then again we'll do top of stack ++. So now top of stack will point to this cell. Again if we insert 30, top of stack will point to here and so on. And finally when we come here, top of stack is 9 at this point. And if we want to insert one more element, then it will throw an error message saying that the stack is full. So now if we rotate this array and see it in a vertical way, it will look like this. So this will make things little more clearer to understand. So this is the same array that we are seeing over here. So we had inserted 10 here, then 20, 30 and so on. So whenever we are pushing an element, that is whenever we are inserting an element, top of stack will start pointing to the last cell which has been used in this stack. So I hope you have understood the push operation. Now let's quickly see what is the time and space complexity of this operation. So all the statements that are executed as a part of this push operations are all order of 1 time complexity. So total time complexity is order of 1. Space complexity is also order 1 because we already are given a blank array and we are not adding any more extra space. We are just utilizing the same space and updating any given cell of the array. So space complexity is order of 1. So I hope you have understood the push operation. In the next video, let's see some more operations of stack. Thanks for your time. See you in the next video.